Hey, what's up, everybody? Here to do a review. This time is of the Soap Studios 112 Scale Flash Season 1. So, let's get started. I started off by doing the Unmasked Head to show you that it's a little complication with the mask. But it starts off with the masked head. I'm going to go into that in a second. But real quick, I want to start by saying special thanks to Soap Studio. You guys reached out to me and you wanted me to review the product, and I appreciate it. So this is my thank you to you. I'm going to give you an honest review, as honest as possible. But yeah, all in all, it's one of those figures that because you're just starting, I can see where the issues are and I can see the things that you plan to overcome. But it's a definitely a good start on what's going on. So let's get started on that in a second. Real quick, I want to start by saying the Unmasked Head is a little soft. It's one of those things where it has the look of Grant Austin. It does look like it. It's very simple and it's very to the point. It's not one of those things where it's hyper realistic. But as far as the general look of him, it's definitely nailed. Especially with the crazy bushy hair going on. Has a smile and everything. So real quick, let's get a little zoomed in. So you see it's very generic, but very soft. With a touch up of some paint, it can look perfectly exactly like him, but it definitely has the basic look of him. One thing when switching out the cowl to the full mask head, it's a little complicated because the peg is actually very small inside, but the look of him with the unmasked head from season 1 actually does look very good. I was very much a fan of season 1. I liked Flash. It was different, and you guys pretty much kind of nailed the design here. I like it. It's very simple, very to the point, very like the TV show. So real quick, you want to pop the head out. Because the neck is all one piece, it is not a separate neck that actually can help look up or look down. And there's a different cowl here. So what happens is you just sort of pop the mask head on to match the peg. Like I said, it's very small and narrow, so I have to find it in there, and voila. And now we have the flash head. So even with the determined flash head on, like I said, it's soft, but it is there. So I like it. When the head is on, it can look up, it can look down, left and right. My gripe is because there is no neck to add onto it, you can't get that extra range of motion that you would get when you're looking back or when you're looking side to side, like when you're running beside someone. So that's something I want to keep in mind. Now, as far as articulation on the figure is actually pretty good. Now, the arm can go up. There's bicep swivel as well. And it doesn't hinder the suit as well. There's actually another joint in there that helps you wiggle the shoulder up and down. The arms are double jointed. And like I said, there's bicep swivel, so he can actually put his arms to his head without issue. And it actually all looks like real fabric cloth that actually looks really good. So I'm going to rotate these down. And as you can see here, you see how this smooth it looks? So you actually rotate that up to where the shoulder is, and you can move in. As far as the waist crunch, it goes pretty far forward, goes really far back, all while extending with the clothing. That actually looks really good. The belt can actually stay in place very well. It looks really good. I like it. Like I said, my minor gripe was the whole no neck peg thing. But as far as running poses, this actually looks really good, especially for TV wise, where he doesn't always look good running. He can definitely nail running poses very easily. So even if you didn't want to do something or you did it, the legs are double jointed. He looks very thin, but I do believe in season 1 he was very thin. He had to gain a ton of weight. So there's toe pivot as well. I like where this is going. I like where this is definitely aiming with this figure. So articulation wise, it doesn't look like it's there, but it's all there. As you can see, he's running. Leg can go up really far. Doesn't worry about the clothing. It's all there. Running poses, beware. So as you can see, you can actually do running poses from the show, and it doesn't look crazy. The legs actually extend out pretty far, but the latex in the middle will prevent you from going far apart. But you can actually go across like front and back. So you can road run this if you want to. I know the proportions look crazy long, but it actually works. Also, you can easily take off the foot peg and remove this so you can have a full cowl to show you what's going on. So if you ever feel like your foot is falling off, it's probably because the leg armor is in the way. So what you do is you actually have to help push that up, and you get a full extension of the joint, which actually gives you a better range for ankle pivot. All right, let's stand you up in a nice natural standing pose. Honestly, it looks good. I like it a lot. It's one of those things I didn't expect to like as much as I did, but I'm actually liking it a lot. Now, Flash actually comes with some effects. So he does come with 4 running effects. As you can see here, you can extend the piece. Oop, let me fix this. See here, you can extend it till you want to wrap around the arms or the legs. There's 4 different types. You can wrap around the hands or the arms whenever you want to. They're very nice. They're soft plastic. They wrap around very easily. I'll show you in the photos at the end. Next up, if you're worried about whether or not he has running hands, he gets relaxed hands. You get straight running hands. So when you want to do your Flash thing. You get fist for punching. And you get a starting 5-point hands. So when you want to duck down and do the running pose, or you want to stop, or you want to do like the sliding across the floor, you actually get a left hand option part for that. All in all, this Flash is actually really dope. It's very to the point. It's very CW showish. So outside of the soft head sculpt, and it may look really thin, but it pretty much nails the character, like, indeed. And I didn't expect that, but it actually nails him pretty well. Even him standing here like this, you can see that it pretty much nails the season 1 of the character. He's obviously evolved since season 1, but since they're doing season 1 first, I gotta say they nailed it. So thank you, Soap Studios, for letting me try this out and enjoying the figure. I hope you enjoyed the photos at the end. Oh, one thing I did want to point out, and I almost never do this, but he does come with a stand. So if you're worried about that, he does have one. Real quick, let's compare him to some other figures from different lines. Real quick, let's compare him to Mayfeg's Batman, who's actually popped up a lot lately. So he's a little bit taller. Actually, no, they're about the same height. His head is ducked down a little, but as you can see, he's actually a little bit bigger than the Batman. Not crazy, not by much, but he's a little bit bigger. Here he is next to a 1/12 scale synthetic human from 1000 Toys. As you can see, he's significantly bigger. But yeah, you can run through some robots if you want. Here he is next to an Articulated Icons Ninja, who is smaller, but very nice. So it's looking like the Soap Studio is actually going to scale better with American stuff as opposed to other Japanese scale stuff. Here he is next to a Kamen Rider Cougar. So he's definitely more on the American scale side because he's gigantic over SH Figuarts. Storm Collectibles Ermac, which he's now someone that's actually bigger than him for once. Here he is next to a Mezco Extending Night Batman Blue variant, which came out very nice. So they actually look pretty good together. Didn't see that one coming. Last but not least, Marvel Legends Iron Fist with some CJ modded clothing. So he is definitely closer towards the scale of the American-made stuff. As you can see, he's a little bit bigger than Iron Fist. So, yeah. In the meantime, guys, I hope you enjoyed. I hope you found this informative. Most of all, I hope you do good, be good, drink your water. Thanks again, guys. Later.